So we're just stepping into 304. Has a wide hallway, lots of closet space. Look at this. We've got this closet, that closet, and that closet. And we'll look at each of them. High ceilings and architecturally interesting. I like the angle, the wood. So these owners actually live in it goes way up if you can see that. They live here full time. It's their primary residence. They are selling it furnished. Now, what does that mean? That means that almost all the furnishings are going. There might be like some pictures that they would take with them. This is the primary bedroom. I'm going to show it to you from a few angles. It's probably actually in better condition than most because the owners live here, right? Sometimes vacation rentals can get a little beat up. This is not a small bedroom. It's longer. Length is longer, right? So you can kind of see the depth of the closet. It's a regular kind of closet space. There's the cat that these owners have. So the bathroom has been remodeled. So this is updated. These are solid wood cabinets, right? They're in good condition, granite. You've got a walk-in glass shower. And then here's the light for this. Oh. I'm not sure. There's that one. Oh, here it is, over here. Okay. Ribbon. Little pocket door here. The furniture in the property is all basically purchased within the last 3 to 5 years. You've got one of these. Okay, so this closet is interesting in that you have a lock on it, right? So for you guys, you could lock off this side, put your own personal stuff or cleaning supplies. You know, it could be the cleaner's closet, but it could be the owner's closet. And then this side, you could keep all the beach gear for your renters if it didn't fit into that one. But there is a closet already with a lock on it. Obviously, you can always add another lock if you'd like to. And then here we've got the hot water heater and your washer and dryer. Okay, this is the second bathroom, also a pocket door, which works because I used it. Okay, so when they remodeled these bathrooms, this used to have a shower that was just this shape, and they cut into the water closet, the part where the toilet is a little, made this bathroom bigger so that it wasn't just a teeny tiny shower. It does feel a lot better with that extra room in it. Okay, now you're walking into the rest of the condo. You've got a little, maybe at one time that was kind of like a wet bar. Lots of big windows, which is great. The kitchen is then there, and we'll go look at it in just a minute. You're stepping 2 steps down into the living room. A lot of this furniture looks like it was probably from Aspire, which is a very nice furniture store here on Kauai. Love that lamp. Now, they did say this picture may not stay. They haven't decided. But it's not unusual for someone to take a few things with them. This sofa looks newer. It is not a pull-out. There is a bookshelf behind it, so maybe turning it around could be better. You know, put that corner in that or something. But I wanted to show you the outdoor space here because it is very nice. So you've got this bricked lanai. There is an overhang, right? So you've got some shade. You would, from here, you'd go from here and then down just a little bit to the pool. But you have this grassy area. It's really quite lovely. There's a couple other people that feed onto this, but it's very nice. Plumeria trees, they're just starting to bloom. It's also great. The roofs are about a year old. You can see they're in fantastic condition. They put these new roof vents in when they did that. They did the roof and the electrical. The electric, I think, was closer to a year and a half ago, but the roof finished about a year ago. Just want to make sure you see the ceiling too, because it's nice. It's a nice feature. It's higher than that wall. Good. Okay, we'll go into the kitchen and then we'll go upstairs. So the kitchen has also been remodeled. This is solid wood. I bring up the solid wood not just because it's more expensive, but when you're this close to the ocean, you really want solid wood, because if it's particle board, it'll start absorbing water. So it's not a huge kitchen, but it's a great size for a vacation rental. Has a separate oven and stove top. You know, you can be here still talking to your neighbors. There's another fish lamp, isn't there? But it's nice. You've got the pull-out drawers. Pans. It's very organized. Okay, there's another part of the kitchen too, which is this, which they added. They cut underneath the stairs. So they use this as a pantry, but it does have a lock on it. So you could always put stuff in here and lock it when you leave. It goes pretty far back because it goes under the stairs. So you could fit quite a bit of stuff in there. Let me just show you one more time. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs. The carpet looks like it's in great condition. Obviously, if you hate carpet, you could change it out. All right, so here's the loft. Let me try to show it to you. This is this closet. It's deeper, a little deeper than most. There's a bunch of storage back there, but that's locked. So I'm gonna stand here and pan this. So this is a dresser. We have 2 twin beds on this side. This is not an unusual space for Hawaii, because people didn't have AC for a long time. They really wanted the breeze, and so the openness was really beneficial. Now, if you wanted to, you could drywall it all up and stick a split system in here, but you don't have to do that. There are things that keep it a little private if you want to. For example, that, right? You could put curtains that do that. If it were me, I would just leave it open. That's what I would do. All right, now let's look at this lanai, because this is not included in the square footage, but really great space. So you have a hard tiled lanai. You're looking out onto the tennis courts. You can see the Bougainvillea, And this is really a pretty, it looks so much, okay, this is the 0.5, this is the 1. But honestly, with your natural eye, probably looks closer to that. Maybe that. No, closer to that. So you have a good ocean view. It's a nice ocean view. Okay, now we're back to 0.5. I just want to point out that you're also going to get some great sunsets right here for about half the year. The sunset moves back and forth, so we'll have that. But parking lot's in good shape. They did a bunch of assessments a couple years ago. Other capital improvements are done, which is great. Look how cute that is. Okay, I think I got most of what you asked me for. Oh, I'll walk around the outside, at least the part that faces this condo, so you can see that. I think it's actually quite lovely. I like it. Let me do this. You could put a bigger table in there if you wanted to. You could also put a little table out here if you wanted to. That'd be a lovely place. This is probably the space that's the least used, or I would use this space differently, I think. Okay. So I'm gonna walk around the outside and film it so you can see that. Now, the exterior is all maintained by the HOA, so you don't have to do it, just so you can see it. Because I think that was on the list of what's important to you. There's the lanai off of the second bedroom. Got some ginger, really pretty plants. Back to the front door, and then that's the primary. So one thing nice to notice is that there is no one above the primary, right? You're not going to get noise from anyone above you. Actually, anywhere in this condo, even though it's a ground floor, there's no one above you. So that back wall, that's your only shared wall, which is nice. Okay, talk to you soon. Aloha.